Alright, today we're going to be practicing Eurostep fakes, talking about traveling and methodology. And I'm working with my friend Mitch. He's a dental student, but he wants to get better at basketball, so he's a friend and I invited him out. So I'll talk about all kinds of things to talk about. Eurostep's a really nice move to have. Leads to a lot of open layups. Bam, you can see there, 2 steps, legit. You're going to see some traveling in this, which we'll talk about as dribbles are mistimed and all of that. But now I'm doing a counter to the Eurostep. As you can see, instead of going back inside the cone, I'm going outside the cone. I'm taking that same first step. And the counter is something you don't see very much, but as I've thrown more and more Eurosteps in games, people have started to play me for the Eurostep, and when they see me take that slow step, they try to get in position back towards the basket. So I'm working on this counter move where I take, going back to Euro, where I take a slow step and then continue on the path that I was going. So let's talk about the Eurostep and kind of when to use it. The main time I use it, actually, no, there's 2 main times to use it. Well, there's a lot of situations where it's useful, but people always say it's useful against a lateral, a stationary defender who's not prepared to move laterally, really. And that's definitely true. Like, I think it's a good thing to do if somebody's going to take a charge or something like that, or if they're just standing with their hands out. You just take a step, and they go that way, and you take a step back, and you have an open layup. Right? That's a useful time to do it. I actually really like to do it on breaks where my defender is running with me. And then it's less of a change of direction and more of a change of speed. If someone is running with me fast, I slow down, they continue ahead of me, right? That creates space, and now I can change my direction, take a step towards the basket. So that's the time I actually like to do it. Those are the 2 times that I like to do it. Talk about finishing a little bit. So finishing Euros can be hard because let's see a lefty here. Lefties are fun because you're either taking an exposed layup or I love doing that. That's so much fun. You're taking an exposed layup or you're shooting with your off arm, which makes balance a bit awkward. So now I'm trying with the right hand. Yeah, like the right hand is awkward balance, the left hand is a little more exposed. Mitch is struggling a bit more, but that's okay, we're just trying to get better. You see me swing the ball way out often when I do this, and the point of that is to protect it. I don't want to see, if I swing it like that, it's not going to be able to get picked, and I can just swing it over their head. Although, as a smaller guy, I might just elbow them in the face, but it's protected. Ooh, now I'm doing the counter step. And Mitch is trying to get better at this. Take a stall step, real slow stall step. Yeah, so there you go. It's only 2 steps, and is it a travel? I don't think so. I think it's just a counter to a Euro step. If they're playing you on the Euro and you just go, it just fucks them up, right? Excuse my language. I think it's an awesome move. I've never even used it in game yet. I'm just about to bust it out now because I feel that I'm known to Eurostep where I play at, so I want to have the counter to it down. Lots of things to think about as far as training methodology in this, and we'll get into the traveling discussion later. As for training methodology, I'm basically going like 3 around, roughly, I'm going 3 to 5, but I'll say 3. 3 Euros, dribbling with the right hand. 3 fake Euros, dribbling with the right hand. And then 3 Euros, dribbling with the left. 3 Euros, Euro fakes, dribbling with the left. And then going the other direction, instead of stepping to the left, stepping to the right. And doing all that again. And then doubling that and doing that all on the other side. So that makes for a lot of reps, actually. But it covers every kind of situation. Timing's very awkward. So something that I'm trying out, that's for sure travel. Something that I'm trying out is normally if I'm going to Euro step to the right or fake Euro to the right, I'm going to dribble with the ball in my right hand. And that's good because it's very unprotected. I can I can even pass fake on my step, right? Pass fake on my right step as I pick up the ball, left step, layup with the right hand. It's kind of the idea, but I'm trying out dribbling with the left hand and stepping to the right and stepping back to the left for the Euro, which makes for really awkward timing, which I'm trying. I'm undecided if it's, that's fun, I like that. I'm undecided if it's useful because the ball is more exposed, but I'm practicing it here anyways. We'll find out. So, bam. Yeah, and you'll see me like swing the ball around, and that's just keep the ball from getting stripped, which I like. Okay, we'll talk about traveling a little bit, but we'll get into it more. You get actually as many steps as you want, basically, but you only get 2 steps from the point that you collect the ball. So you need to, if you want to take more steps, you can collect the ball late, and that's a way that I work with timing. But you're seeing that I get 2 hands on the ball with my left step, bam, right? So I'm really only taking like 1 step, you know? So this would never get called for a travel, which is nice because Euros often get called. Bam, pick up. So I try to like time it so that I grab it with 2 hands right on my left step and then take a right step and lay it up, right? That's kind of the way that I try to do it. And to train that, to make the timing better, is I'll often do a pass fake so that I, bam, 2-hand pass fake, right step. So now you're seeing the counter to it, which I think will be really effective. Bam, see, it's just a slow down. If they're expecting a Euro, it's going to send them jumping in the other direction. And again, to time it, I go, bam, right, two hands on the ball, right on that left step. So I think this will work wonderfully. I'm very excited by it. Mitch is, you know, he's trying to get better. He's working on it. As I said, he's a dental student, and he doesn't have nearly as much time to work on his game, but he wants to work, so I'm down to help. And, you know, he's down to do the drills as well. So this is really awkward. Now I'm doing it with a right-handed dribble, or rather with the left-handed dribble, right-handed dribble stepping to the left. So the ball may be more exposed here, and I find it very hard to get the timing down. Right, it's like, is that a travel, is that not a travel? Because it's like the opposite timing of everything that I ever do. So the way that I decide that I'm going to do it, and some of these are travels, but I start to get better at it. The way that I decide that I'm going to do this is basically do a throw-ahead dribble. A throw-ahead dribble is where you throw the ball out in front of you. And then I take my steps, and then I collect on the left and the right. So you're seeing me take a bunch of steps with the dribble, but I don't actually touch the ball until I touch it with both hands on my left step, and then I take a right step and lay it up, right? Throw ahead, collect. So is this going to get called or not? It's a question, depends on the officiating, but generally the way they officiate it is you get like 1 to 2 steps from the point you collect the ball. So that's something to think about. I do a lot of throw ahead dribbles in games, especially on the break, just so I can run faster. And it's never really an issue because if I collect the ball on my last step or 2 steps, then it's legit. Although the timing is off on some of these, so some of these are travels. But again, this is the first time that I've really worked on and I'm demonstrating to Mitch what you can do, because Mitch is like, you only get 2 steps or whatever. So like, yeah, this is completely legit to do this, right? Why not? So that's the way that I demonstrate what I'm doing, right? So I can throw the ball ahead, bam. See, right? Does that make sense to you guys? That's also something you can do on a fast break. That move, I have done it a couple times in my life. It's really fun. You throw the ball out in front of you and basically swing your arms around or whatever, and you can bat the ball to a teammate, or you can pick it up and lay it up, or you can keep dribbling the ball. I've seen like Jason Williams do that, and I've seen Brandon Jennings do it. I don't think I've seen it in the NBA, but in like random games. So that's something to think about. Very interesting. I hope it opens your mind in a little bit. But I need to get through the drills. I need to go through everything. I want to keep working on the footwork and start busting these out in games. So yeah, this is a tough layup, this one, because yeah, it's a tough angle with the right hand, which is the natural step. Yeah, I miss a couple before I get it. Move the cone out. It's a tough angle with the right hand. Yeah, Mitch is struggling a little bit on this one, but that's fine. Tough angle on the, there we go. Tough angle on the right hand. And again, the left hand is the off-balance hand. Right hand is more exposed. So there's always a trade-off. There's not necessarily a correct hand to lay up with this. It's whatever feels more natural. That one may have been a travel, but it was a nice layup. So a whole lot of this practice is just working on like not traveling. And if you're in the chat saying at 13 seconds you traveled or whatever, you know, whatever, I know I did. I'm just watching this right now for the first time, really, so that I can figure out how it looks. And ooh, that one's a fun one. And for the most part, I'm pretty happy with it. It's getting better. I know what I need to work on, and you may see another one of these, and you may see Eurosteps from me in games when I put up game mixes. So I'm working on the lefty hand here. My accuracy on the left side is way lower than the right side for whatever reason, as far as Eurosteps go. It seems that way. It's a small sample size, but who knows? I'm working on it. So yeah, I'll talk about my... Oh, that looks awesome. Yeah, that's my fake Euro stall. I've never seen it before, and I've never even done the move until I was thinking, yo, I need a counter to this. That one was maybe a travel, but like in general, it just looks awesome. Call it a freeze step, call it a stall step, whatever you want to call it. It's just a counter to a Euro step. Yeah, there we go. But it's like, yeah, my methodology is I try to be symmetrical in everything I do. You've seen that I'm not in my dunks and I'm not in my jump shots, but, you know, I'm doing 3 from one side, 3 to the counter to that, 3 with the other dribble, 3 to the counter to that is 12, and then I'm doing them in both directions, which is 24, and then I'm doing it on both sides, which is 48. So I'm doing about 48 reps, but I'm doing closer to 4 or 5, so I'm doing like 60 reps in this, which is a lot, but it's all structured. Okay, that was for sure a travel, but timing is really hard and really unnatural with the opposite hand ones, so I'm really working on that, and I'm kind of aware. So yeah, I'm getting closer. The key is to really throw it ahead and collect the ball right on the Euro step. Yeah, these do not look good. I'm gonna see if I figure it out on the last few reps of this. As you can see, I'm even backing up because it feels so unnatural. Throw it ahead. That was a really fun reverse as I sealed the potential defender in the basket with my body, but still looks like a travel. So this is something to work on. Throw ahead. Yeah, it's just this one's no good. The idea is definitely there, and I really think the key is to collect the ball right on that step. Okay, that one was fine. That one was good. Collect the ball right on that step. Yeah, and here when you Euro step middle, you always have the decision to make whether you want to use that opposite hand, which is more exposed. That one's travel for sure. But oh well, you know, watch it on video and get better. Yeah, it's always a decision. That's it. Just Euro steps. It's fun. Stall steps. I like them. That's it.